Hi, good morning, everyone. 52 minutes after the hour. Annabelle Beam was just 5 years old when she was diagnosed with two incurable disorders. The illnesses kept her in and out of the hospital, the treatments barely effective. Then, in 2011, another tragedy struck. While climbing trees with her sister, a branch gave way, plunging Annabelle 30 feet headfirst through a hollow tree to the bottom, where she was stuck for hours. Not only did Annabelle survive without injury, but shortly after, the symptoms of her diseases completely disappeared. What's more, she came back with a remarkable story of a journey. She says she went to heaven. Now her mother, Christy, is sharing the story in a memoir called Miracles from Heaven, a little girl, her journey to heaven, and her amazing story of healing. They join us now live. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Well, Christy, when Abby, your oldest daughter, came back from playing on the trees with Annabelle with this terrible news that your daughter had fallen, what's going through your mind? And tell us how that day played out in December of 2011.
Well, I remember Abby just being quite frantic, and it just hadn't registered in my brain what she was trying to say. I felt like Annabelle was in a tree and she'd just fallen and needed help getting down from the tree. It never occurred to me that she was stuck inside the tree.
Inside a hollowed out tree on your property.
Correct.
Where nothing like this had ever happened before. And Annabelle, we're looking at pictures there of that tree with a cross on it. You say that when you fell head first, you had a remarkable experience while you were down there. Initially, were you in any pain? Were you nervous? Were you scared?
No, I was really calm because I wasn't really scared or anything. And I think if I was really frantic and nervous and crazy, then I wouldn't have been able to get out as early.
And before you were playing in the tree, you were in and out of the hospital going through these treatments for these digestive disorders where your intestines were blocked. It was just a horrible ordeal that you were going through. But then you go to heaven, you say, while you were in the tree. What did you see while you were there?
I remember it was really bright, and I saw my Mimi, who had died a couple years back, and that's how I knew that I was in heaven. And I sat on Jesus' lap, and he told me whenever the firefighters get you out, there will be nothing wrong with you. And I asked him if I could stay, and he said, "No, Annabelle, I have plans for you on earth that you cannot fulfill in heaven."
And Christy, when your daughter's telling you this, initially are you going, no way, that didn't happen, or did you believe her right away?
Well, you know, in the book Miracles from Heaven, I talk about how we were just sitting there in the truck, and she shares it with me, and I am just stunned, and I remember the feeling of just silence around me, and I just said, "Really?" was really all I could get out of my mouth. I could get nothing profound out, just the word "really."
Annabelle, for people who say, you know, with this little girl, she made this whole thing up, and there has to be some scientific way to explain that now she is free from these illnesses that were so debilitating before. Now she's symptom-free, going swimming and playing sports with her sister once again. For people who are skeptical, what would you say to them?
I would say you don't have to believe our story is true. We're not going to try and shove it down your throat, but this is a chance for you to get closer to God in your relationship. And like I said, we're not going to try and shove it down your throat, but it's a great opportunity for you.
And Christy, this story is actually being made into a movie by the same folks who were behind the movie Heaven is for Real. What has this been like for you to watch your story ultimately be on the track, on the path toward being on the big screen?
You know, just the whole ability to publish Miracles from Heaven has been an incredible journey. The ability to share our hearts and to inspire people, and to be able to do that on the screen as well, is just so exciting.
Yeah, hopefully making a lot of believers out of some non-believers. Christine, Annabelle, thank you so much for your time today. The movie is scheduled for release Easter of 2016. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.